What's going on, y'all? This is John Alsace with Facemask Fantasy. We got new up-to-date fantasy content coming your way every day on this channel, so if you have not subscribed already, then please hit that button. But before we get into our main topic for today, my co-host Nick Payne put in a ton of work to give you guys a free 2021 Redraft draft kit available on our website, which can be found at facemaskpod.com. It's a great piece of content, something that other analysts might be charging you for, but we're giving it to you for free. So without further ado, let's get into some fantasy talk. And today we're going to talk about Chuba Hubbard. Now, the Panthers selected Oklahoma State running back Chuba Hubbard with the 126th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. He comes into the league at 6 foot, 210 pounds, and he burst onto the scene 2 years ago as a sophomore at Oklahoma State when he rushed for 2,084 yards and 21 touchdowns on 328 carries. Throughout his college career, Hubbard averaged nearly 5.9 yards per carry and accumulated 36 total touchdowns. And though he saw his efficiency dip in 2020, seeing his yards per carry fall below 6 for the first time in his college career, in 2020 it dipped down to 4.7. After that insane season in 2019, he only rushed for 625 yards and 5 touchdowns in the 7 games played. Now, it's been speculated that his 328 carry workload in his sophomore year was arguably too heavy for Hubbard to handle, as the following offseason he needed 2 surgeries and then suffered an ankle sprain, which many point to the main reason for his 2020 efficiency dip, which even ended up affecting his top-end speed measurements at his pro day, and it manifested in one of the fastest straight-line running backs in the draft, running only a 4.5 40. So this, along with his injury concerns, and along with his efficiency dip in 2020, it kind of tanked his draft stock, as prior to the 2020 season, he was viewed as a first-round pick had he left college early for the NFL in 2019, but he ended up being drafted 21 picks into the 4th round in the 2021 NFL Draft to back up Christian McCaffrey. Now, we just saw last season how valuable the backup running back can be if injury strikes for this Panthers backfield with Mike Davis, who finished the season as the RB12 in PPR and the RB15 in half PPR in 2020, in place of Christian McCaffrey, who was sidelined for all but 3 games last season due to a laundry list of injuries and ailments. This after he hit the 400 touch threshold in 2019, a benchmark that typically leads to a disappointing following few seasons for everybody except Marshall Faulk and Derrick Henry. Not even Christian McCaffrey was immune to it. And while lightning never strikes twice in the same place, injuries often do. So we could see McCaffrey continue to be plagued by the ghosts of his historic 2019 season in the form of injuries upon injuries that just end up keeping him from suiting up on game day. While I'm not expecting this to continue to happen to Christian McCaffrey, it's not completely out of the question. So what kind of value does Chuba Hubbard hold in season-long leagues? Well, he's a handcuff to one of the best running backs in the league, so he won't see significant snaps or touches unless injury strikes again, but if it does, you could have another top 12 option on your hands to help you win a championship. So to me, he carries the same value as a Tony Pollard or a AJ Dillon, both of whom have relatively high ADPs. So if you miss out on either of them, or you're just going 0 RB, or you just want a high upside young lottery ticket on your roster at the running back position, Chuba Hubbard's a good pick to grab late. AJ Dillon's ADP is 97, Tony Pollard's is 121, and Chuba's is 202. People are attracted to Dillon and Pollard because if injury struck, they'd have an RB1 on their hands. Chuba offers the same lottery ticket value, but he's free. So in season long, with my last pick or two, I'm looking at him as a potential lottery ticket I can cash in on if and when injury strikes again. And in Dynasty, I love this guy. Though Christian McCaffrey is still 2 years out from the age I typically want to be selling a running back in Dynasty, which is around 27, a year out from that age 28 age cliff, and he's signed there until 2025, his age 29 season, the Panthers can actually save $12 million against the cap by cutting him after the 2022 season, which might make sense as they should be attempting to sign DJ Moore to a long-term extension right around then, at which point Chuba Hubbard would conceivably be the running back 1 at age 24 for the Carolina Panthers. He'll get to sit behind McCaffrey and soak up the knowledge and the habits from arguably the best running back of the last 3 years, injuries aside, and he'll get to stay healthy due to limited workload early on, which should only help him if he needs to continue to recover from his own injuries and his own season in which he approached 400 touches in college. So at the very worst, he'll be one of the most valuable handcuffs in fantasy year in, year out until 2025, when he's a free agent at 26 and a relatively fresh 26 years old, I might add, if he sits behind McCaffrey for his entire rookie contract, which, with how good McCaffrey is definitely a possibility. So again, his floor is one of the best backup running backs in the league, with the possibility for standalone value if injuries struck, and at the very least, a chance to start by age 26. So in Dynasty, I'm interested in this guy. I like his prospects of being fantasy relevant down the road. So I'm taking him in the second round of rookie drafts. And I'm interested in getting some shares of this guy. At the very least, at some point, you can try to sell him to the McCaffrey owner sometime over the next 4 years, and you'll probably get more than what you invested in to grab him at this point in time. So what do y'all think about Chuba Hubbard? Are y'all as excited about his future prospects as I am? Put your thoughts in the comment section below. My name is John Alsace. This is Facemask Fantasy. We bring you new up-to-date fantasy content every day right here on this channel. So if you have not hit the subscribe button, please do. Thank you for listening and have a great day.